News 25 is brought to you by Golden Casino Group, where you'll always find great fun, good food, and fantastic entertainment, all at Gold Town, Lakeside, and the Pahrump Nugget. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
NCSO is making progress toward decreasing pedestrian-related accidents. And there's an update on a child sexual assault case. News 25 starts now.
This is News 25 with Eunette Gentry. News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
4 child sexual assault suspects appear in court today. It's Thursday, February 27th. I'm Eunette Gentry. Well, it was a very short court proceeding today for the 4 sexual assault suspects who were arrested earlier this month after being accused of molesting 4 children ranging from ages 5 to 9 years old. 39-year-old Eric Garcia, 49-year-old Vicky Backley, 30-year-old Mickey Cagle, and 50-year-old Danny Hicks all made an appearance in court this afternoon for their scheduled preliminary hearing. However, Garcia's attorney, Michael Gibson, was not present, so Judge Lisa Chambly decided to proceed as scheduled for next Thursday, since March 5th had already been slated as a separate prelim date. Today, Judge Chambly also said she would like to limit testimony to only next Thursday, but she says proceedings might need to go into the next day, Friday, March 6th. Those 4 suspects face a combined host of various charges, including child sexual assault, incest, and bestiality. Michael Wilson is scheduled to appear in district court again tomorrow for an arraignment change of plea. Wilson is one of the 2 Pahrump teens arrested after they admitted to gruesomely stabbing and killing their mother, Dawn Liebig, back in 2018. Wilson was also scheduled in court for a calendar call last Friday. However, court clerks say the judge did not accept Wilson's guilty plea agreement because there are errors in it due to him being a minor at the time of the reported crime. The other defendant in this case is Dakota Saldivar, who has pretrial motions, a calendar call, and a jury draw all set for May 8th, with Saldivar's jury trial now set for June 8th. Michael Wilson's trial is scheduled first for March 23rd. And starting tomorrow, officers across Nevada will start to decrease pedestrian accidents through a new Joining Forces campaign. Brad Francis has more.
From February 28th to March 15th, officers across Nevada will be issuing citations to both drivers and pedestrians who are breaking the law. According to the latest statistics, Nevada ranks among the 10 worst states for pedestrian fatalities. Nevada law requires pedestrians to use sidewalks, crosswalks, pedestrian bridges, and to obey all traffic control signs and signals. If there is no sidewalk, pedestrians must walk on the left side of the road facing traffic. Drivers must yield to pedestrians and avoid passing vehicles that are already stopped for pedestrians. The Nye County Sheriff's Office says pedestrian safety is the responsibility of both the pedestrian and the driver. To learn more about the law, pedestrian safety, and get driver safety tips, you can go online to zerofatalitesnv.com.
And now Angela Miles has some big news about a certain company that's ready to make some big moves. That and more in today's financial news.
Here's Angela Miles with today's Business First Brief.
Topping our news, on the heels of the president's appearance, Apple is heading to India. Apple CEO Tim Cook revealed to shareholders at its annual meeting yesterday the iPhone company plans to build its first brick-and-mortar store next year. The National Retail Federation predicts robust growth in consumer buying this year. The NRF expects retail sales to increase between 3.5% and 4.1%. That translates to $3.9 trillion. It also closely compares to retail sales growth of 2019. The forecast could change, however, if the coronavirus becomes a global pandemic. TJ Maxx and home goods shoppers are keeping up their end of the bargain. The discount retailer reported strong business during the holidays. The company has made improvements in stores and online.
To find out where you can see us every day, go to businessfirstam.com.
And don't grab that remote. We'll be right back here at KPVM, where we are Pahrumph's #1 and now Las Vegas's newest news source.
You're watching KPVM News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back, and today we had the opportunity to interview Ashlyn Banning, who's doing something from the heart to help raise money for the homeless.
Hearts for Homeless is where I have little hearts in 3 different sizes. So what you do with the hearts, so if you buy one, there's 3 levels. The first level is 50 cents, the second level is $1, and the last one is $2.
She's had a heart like you wouldn't believe, like no other 8-year-old. Even from the time she was 4, she just always had a heart for other people, for helping other people, and it's just, I've been truly blessed to have her for a daughter.
So what inspired Ashlyn to want to help the homeless? Well, it all started with a trip to Las Vegas.
We took the kids to Chuck E. Cheese one day and we decided, you know what, why don't we go, it's really hot, why don't we go hand out waters to the homeless? So we went by where they had Tent City, and it wasn't there no more, so we went downtown and we handed out about 6 cases of water, and about 2 weeks later we were home and she called me and she says, "Daddy, I'm making paper hearts to sell to raise money for homeless people." So we decided to put together care packages, which would include hygiene, toothbrushes, baby wipes, a miniature Bible, stuff like that.
Ashlyn adds a personal touch by writing messages on each handmade paper heart.
I decided to write Bible verses and have a heart for the homeless.
This one heart says, 1 Timothy 6:18-19. Tell them to use their money to do good. They should be rich in good works and generous to those in need, always being ready to share with others. By doing this, they will be storing up their treasures as a good foundation for the future so that they may experience a true life.
So far, Ashlyn has made $140 selling her paper hearts. All the money she raises goes toward buying supplies for the care packages she'll hand out to the homeless. If you'd like to buy a heart, you can do so by contacting Chris at 702-773-5562 or by email at farbeyonddriven1313@gmail.com. For News 25, I'm Brad Francis.
Well, if you're thinking about kicking the habit, today Dr. Nikita Desai explains that quitting smoking is always the best for you, despite any possible weight gain associated with quitting.
Even if you do gain some weight back and you may have some risk of heart attack or stroke, ultimately your risk of death is less if you quit smoking.
The study looks at a large group of men and women enrolled in a health study. The researchers found many people gained between 7 to 10 pounds in the first 6 years after they stopped smoking. And while weight gain is associated with an increased risk of heart attack and stroke, the study points out that the overall risk of death is still lower for non-smokers. Dr. Desai admits weight gain is a real concern for people who want to quit smoking. She says some people smoke to relieve stress or to suppress appetite. When they quit, they can fall into unhealthy dietary habits, leading to some weight gain. But once you've made the commitment to quit, Dr. Desai says you can avoid the weight gain pitfall by replacing your smoking habit with a healthy habit.
There are so many different ways to help replace an unhealthy habit with a healthy habit. Some of the suggestions that I talk to my patients about are going for a walk, doing some kind of mindfulness or meditation, lighting candles, taking a bath, relaxing, calling a friend on the phone. There's so many different things that you could do.
Dr. Desai says quitting smoking is still the best thing you can do for your health. If you're concerned about potential weight gain, she recommends talking to your doctor and coming up with a plan. Complete results of the study can be found in The Lancet, Diabetes and Endocrinology.
And now here's Laura Don with your news from across the Silver State.
The USDA Rural Development has announced the Reconnect Pilot Program broadband investment that will benefit the Montello, Pilot Peak, Burbank, and Pleasant Valley areas located along the eastern border of Nevada in Elko and White Pine counties. USDA funding will increase e-connectivity, bringing high-speed internet to over 273 homes in eastern Elko and White Pine counties and will support emergency response capability in the area. On more good news, unemployment initial claims sees moderate declines in January. According to the latest initial claims data from the Nevada Department of Employment Training and Rehabilitation, DETR, initial claims for unemployment insurance totaled just over 10,500 in January, down 860 claims or 7.2% compared to last January. Compared to December of 2019, initial claims fell by 12.3% or 1,500 fewer claims. Now in Las Vegas, home values have gone up 1.1% over the past year, and Zillow predicts they will rise 3.7% within the next year. The median list price per square foot in Las Vegas is $171, which is lower than the average of $172. Foreclosures will be a factor impacting home values in the next several years. In Las Vegas, 14,000 homes are foreclosed, which is greater than the national average of 12,000 homes. Also, the percentage of delinquent mortgages of 1.2% is higher than 1.1% national average, making the housing market very tight at the moment and possibly in the near future as well. I'm Laura Don, and this is your News Across Nevada.
And on the other side of this break, we'll tell you how the EPA is aiming to improve drinking water. That and more when we return.
This segment of the news is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyers, Nye County's injury attorneys. Don't get bullied by insurance companies. Call Jason Ernest and bully them back at 775-727-9500.
Welcome back. Well, it's almost that time of year again, time for spring cleaning and improvement. So today, Angie Hicks is telling you how to properly choose a contractor for your home improvement projects.
Let's say you're planning a remodel and doing your due diligence. You get 3 quotes and one comes in much lower than the others, but they are unlicensed. The contractor tells you it's not important. Don't worry, they have the vast experience and can save you a bundle. But is it important? Is it really worth it in the end?
The world of licensing can be complicated. The requirements can vary from state to state or even county to county. And the requirements can be based on a contractor taking an exam or simply paying a fee. The bottom line is you want to know what's involved in licensing in your area for your project. So do your research and be informed.
The time and energy you'll spend researching the requirements is well worth the effort for several reasons.
Hiring a licensed contractor should give you more protection. It really means you're hiring someone that's educated in the task that you want to have done and experienced in what the job is.
In addition to potentially getting a more experienced pro, hiring a licensed contractor can also help to avoid some costly situations.
In some states, having a license also requires having workers' comp insurance, and that's protection for you, the homeowner. Because if one of the employees is hurt on your property while on the job and the company doesn't have workers' comp insurance, that claim could come back on you. Hiring an unlicensed contractor can result in your homeowner's insurance being voided if there's a claim because of the work.
Not only do some insurance companies require proper licensing, some municipalities do too.
In some areas, knowingly hiring an unlicensed contractor to do work at your home could result in a fine for you, the homeowner.
Depending on the scope of work, if permits are needed, a licensed pro might be your only option.
In some areas, a permit might only be able to be pulled by a licensed contractor. So if you're using an unlicensed contractor, they may not be getting the required permits, which means the work may not be done up to code and you might be paying to have it redone.
Since projects vary by scope and requirements vary greatly by region and by trade, it's important for consumers to check with their local licensing agencies and confirm what's needed to get their specific job done right and avoid those pitfalls.
And in national news, the U.S. Department of Agriculture announced a memorandum of agreement with the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency that will help rural water systems face the challenges of aging infrastructure, workforce shortages, increasing costs, limited management capacity, and declining rate bases. Through this agreement, the organizations will conduct joint activities to help rural water systems continue to provide access to safe drinking water. And now here's Josh Osborne telling you about which electronic devices might best suit your personal needs.
Hi, it's Josh with Pahrumph's Own Great Computer Deals. Let's get right into it. It's time for another quick tutorial. What do I buy, a desktop, laptop, or a tablet? Here are the top reasons for and against buying a desktop. Desktops give you the best power for your money. When it comes to dollars and cents, you'll get the greatest bang for your buck with a desktop. Desktops are the easiest and cheapest to upgrade. With the extra space found in desktops, there's plenty of space and lots of possibilities for future upgrades. But desktops can be very large, loud, and not very portable. If you need a good stationary computer for your home or office, the desktop is a great way to go. Remember, it's about your needs. If a desktop works for you, that's the right answer. Why trust a technician when you can trust a friend? Great Computer Deals is located at 1190 East Highway 372. Call us at 775-990-8833.
And now here's Veronica De La Rosa here to keep you updated about what's happening at Pahrump Valley High School.
Hi, I'm Veronica De La Rosa, and this is your student news. Congratulations to the Pahrump Valley High School varsity girls basketball team who are currently competing in state. The Cinderella Scholarship Program and Pageant is this Saturday, February 29th, in the Pahrump Valley High School Auditorium. Participants ages 0 to 3 will be competing from 9 to 11 a.m. and ages 3 to 29 years old will be competing from 12:30 to 2. The public is invited to attend. The Pahrump Valley High School Spring Athletics Parent Meeting is next Tuesday, March 3rd from 6 to 7 p.m. at the PVHS main gym. If you are a parent whose child is currently competing in a spring athlete sport, please attend the meeting. For more information, please contact the main office. This has been Veronica De La Rosa with your student news.
News 25 Weather Cam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
All right, now it's time to take a look outside through our Lerner and Rowe weather cam at what conditions were like earlier today, everywhere from Pahrump Valley High School all the way to Red Rock Casino in Las Vegas. We'll take a closer look at Red Rock and your forecast after this break.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hello and welcome back to News 25. I'm Michael Donohue with today's weather. In Las Vegas, we had a high of 72 degrees, a low of 46 degrees. Death Valley, 83, their low is 53. Amargosa, 75, a low of 41. 71.39 in Beatty, 63.29 in Goldfield, 61 to low of 28 in Tonopah, 65 for the high in Carson City, Fallon, and Fernley, 30 degrees for the low in Carson and Fernley, 26 for the low in Fallon. Now today in Pahrump, we saw mostly sunny skies. Our high today was 72 degrees. Winds coming out of the south-southwest at 4 miles per hour, 15% for our humidity, and our sunrise at 6:17 this morning. Now tonight we're going to be seeing some partly cloudy skies. Our low is going to be 44. It's currently pretty nice outside at 69 degrees. Winds coming out of the east at 5 miles per hour, humidity at 30%, and our sunset at 5:36 tonight. Now looking ahead to that 7-day, we do have some clouds hanging out all through Monday. We're expecting those sunny skies to be back Tuesday through Thursday. Now we do have some high winds over the weekend on Saturday up to 16 miles per hour. Those high winds are going to stay about that all the way through Tuesday. We're going to drop down just a little bit to 13 mile-per-hour winds. Temperature-wise, on Friday and Saturday, we're going to be in those low 70s at 72 and 71 degrees, dropping down to 56 and 59 Sunday and Monday, back up into those 60s on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then Thursday we're going to be seeing a high of 70 degrees. Now for overnights, we're pretty much going to see those in about that 40-degree bracket, just between 41 and 49 degrees, and then on Sunday and Monday, we're going to see some lows of 38 to kind of break up those 40-degree temperatures. And so now with that, we're going to throw it back to the desk with Eunette.
Thanks, Michael. That's it for this edition of News 25. I'm Eunette Gentry. Good night.